Can I say at the beginning of my contribution to this debate that this bill involves a very sensitive and emotive topic that I personally do not find particularly easy or comfortable to speak about publicly. I'm sure that there are many in this House that share that sense of discomfort around debating this issue. I acknowledge the Speaker's cautious opening remarks, and I recognise and agree with him the effect of what is said in this chamber today may have on many individuals listening to or watching these proceedings. I understand that there are many people who fully back the position of pro-choice in relation to the availability of abortion. There is also equally a huge number of people who support a pro-life position. I find it regrettable that a few members who have previously spoken today have chosen the line of attacking the messenger rather than the message. Such a tactic is, in my opinion, a distraction and only serves to diminish their case. In relation to this bill, I received over 700 pieces of correspondence asking me to support it. I also received emails from 2 professional medical bodies asking me to oppose the bill. Just today, an open letter landed in my mailbox signed by 190 local GPs challenging some of the comments contained in the correspondence from these professional bodies. Our task, Mr. Speaker, would be made so much easier if every medical voice was saying the same thing on the subject. The challenge we have is in deciding what is best for the unborn and those who are carrying them. I listened closely and with admiration to what campaigner Heidi Crowder said last week in front of the Health Committee. She has not let her disability hinder her in any way, and indeed is making a huge contribution to society through her campaigning. She is loving and loved, as was evidenced by her interaction as she sat with her mother by her side and shared with the committee the joy that she had recently married. There are many examples of individuals just like Heidi who enjoy a full life and give much joy and love to those who care for them and help them to live as independent a life as is possible. Indeed, in many cases, they enjoy a fully independent life. It cannot be right that the stroke of a legislator's pen could deny them the gift of life. The medical profession do not even have a definitive definition of what constitutes substantial risk or what seriously disabled actually means. How then can informed decisions be made as to what babies should be aborted? On that basis, decisions can become subjective, and that could not be right. I believe that the bill is a step in the right direction in confirming that every baby has the right to be treated equally, no matter what the pre-birth scans are showing. What sort of a society would we be if we allowed the abortion of a baby with a cleft palate, a club foot or Down syndrome? It is plainly wrong, and I will be supporting this bill. In concluding, Mr. Speaker, I must challenge comments around the commissioning of general abortion services in Northern Ireland. The Health Minister has, I understand, brought a number of options on an early medical abortion service before the Executive, but there was no agreement, and since then he has tried on a number of occasions to have the issue discussed and agreed at the Executive, but with no success. In relation to the future commissioning of abortion services, the Health Minister is bound under the Ministerial Code to bring the matter to the Executive to discuss and agree before the matter can proceed. This is a legal fact. Given the ongoing lack of political consensus, a decision as to the scope of abortion services is likely to be regarded as controversial. If the Minister were to make a decision to commission and fund a new abortion service without executive approval, he would be in clear breach of the Northern Ireland Act and the Northern Ireland Ministerial Code. I suggest that those pointing a finger towards the Health Minister in relation to this matter need to take further advice around this matter before they continue with their misleading attribution of blame on Minister Swan. I was amazed today to hear two Sinn Féin members of the Executive demonstrating that they seem to be unable to grasp the working of the Ministerial Code. Others in this chamber have made similar erroneous statements today. Please check the facts. There seems to be an attitude in this House that if something is said often enough, it can become the truth, and Sinn Féin are well practised at that. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.